the investigation. A few weeks after the dinner with Reagan's family, you're sitting with your head pressed against your desk, without any progress or leads on Natalia's story. Natalia gave me some good leads, but they've all been dead ends. There has to be something I can use. You leaf through some of the candidates for national records again, and an address catches your eye. I never heard of Elegant Party Solutions, but something here feels familiar. As the address blinks on your screen, you spot the toy Reagan gave you, innocently sitting on your desk. I do know that address. The name's a cover. It's a BDSM shop. Where a local politician was spending campaign funds, I have to tell Natalia. Just as you're rising to go to her office, Natalia appears in your doorway. Nadine, you'd never guess what I just found out. Is it about the sex shop? I have no clue what you're talking about, so spill. You hand her the page with the address, and she lets out a low whistle. Oh, yeah, I know the place. I doubt whoever made a purchase there was buying party supplies for a fundraiser. If your new lead has anything to do with mine, we want something huge. I'm sure the city would love to hear how their favorite mayoral candidate spends their hard-earned money. What? You think Luis Hernandez is one of the dirty politicians? Wait, that bastard forced me out for something he was doing? It's the oldest story in the book. A man casts stones at a woman for daring to do as he does. If this is true, I won't let him get away with it. We need more info, ideally from someone close to the source. No problem. I know just a woman to give us some inside gossip. You call Mallory, offering to meet her for lunch, but instead, she asks you to meet her for... I have you and all spent paid lunch, and you wanted to go lingerie shopping? Obviously. What do you think of this? Get inside, it says, retro sex kitten, or grandma feeling bored in the bedroom. If you're the one wearing it, I'm going with retro sex kitten. She places it back on the rack with a shake of her head. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to scare my new guy with visions of his nana seducing the Kennedy. He's already ripped every good pair of panties I own. Now I'm just guessing you didn't just want to chap my love life. Not entirely. I'm doing an article on the candidates for mayor, and I was wondering if you heard anything interesting at work. Let's just say you're not the only one with work drama. The closer we get to the election, the weirder Luis has been acting. He's having to stage these big public appearances with every notable figure in the city. Mallory, who's he been meeting with? Are we talking A-list celebrities or just people known in and around the city? Both, really. He has me hitting the socials hard. I'm thinking about starting a Twitter fight under his name, just for the likes. In fact, the only reason I can take a long break today is that he's off having lunch with Ellie Brown. State Senator Ellie Brown? Didn't she used to be married to the governor? Yep, it's a bold move, choosing her over someone as powerful as Governor Marin, but Luis knows what he's doing. It sounds like you've been having an exciting time of things lately. I basically spent the past 2 weeks reading financial statements. To be honest, days aren't nearly as fun without you around. Mallory suddenly gasped. She reaches for a sexy black number that leaves little to the imagination. Speaking of fun, I think this is it, don't you? Absolutely. You can look stunning in that. What about you? Don't tell me you're going home empty-handed. Another set catches your eye. Something light and fruity that you know will get Reagan's blood racing. It has been a long time since I want something new for Reagan. You and Mallory head to the changing room. When she steps out, she looks amazing in a lacy ensemble. What do you think? I think Mr. Panty Ripper is gonna lose his mind when he sees you in that. How's mine? You go sweet as sugar. Reg is not gonna be able to resist taking a bite. The second you see your reflection in the mirror, you know it's the right choice. It's a bit more innocent than what I've been wearing lately, but I think Reagan will love it. Anyone with eyes would. As you and Mallory head toward the checkout counter, you steer the conversation back toward work. Listen, Mallory, what if I told you that our upstanding, good as gold Mario candidate might not be everything he appears? I say you better start spilling. What did Luis do, and how bad is it on a scale of 1 to finding bodies in the Chicago River? Luis might be abusing campaign funds. Natalia and I are doing a deep look at corruption on a campaign trail, and signs point to Luis being a part of it. Straight laced, Luis? I'm gonna need to see it to believe it. Come to the office with me and let's walk around. And we're still on lunch break, so no one ever noticed. Are you sure? It might be risky. I don't want us both to be kicked off the campaign. Lady, please. If Luis is corrupt and you give you the boot, then I don't want to work on his campaign. And besides, it's been so boring around the office. Please, I need this. I guess digging deep is part of what new journalism is about. Let's make it quick. You and Mallory arrive at the Hernandez campaign office to find it basically deserted. See, I told you we'd be fine. Everyone's taking a long lunch while Luis meets with Ellie Brown. They'll be back for at least an hour. And while they're away, you cross the room and push open Luis's office door, taking a moment to make sure you're still alone before ducking inside. Well, if we're doing this, let's make it count. I'll start in the file cabinets if you want to start guessing his password. I already know it. Luis is a lot of things, including a single finger typer. You start rifling around as Mallory sits at the desk and searches Luis's computer. It's weird being here without all the recent craziness. The last few weeks leading up to the election are no joke. Mallory, how's it really going with the campaign? It's not too bad. While his public appearances, Luis is barely even in office. We pretty much left the fend for ourselves. That can't be good for morale. Mallory shrugged indifferently. Half will be out of a job when this is all over anyway, especially if Luis loses. What does your new mystery man think of your job? Is he dazzled by your proximity to power? Not exactly. He already knows all the details, because we met here. You ever having an office romance? With who? He's one of the side guys. Kumar. Sweet, nerdy Kumar? With the glasses and the D&D obsession? It really is the innocent ones who you have to watch out for. Who knew Kumar was a Panty Ripper? Not me, that's for sure. He took me totally by surprise. Mallory, I'm really happy for you. If anyone deserves to have every item of clothing ripped from her body, it's you. I think that's a compliment? It is, but I won't tease you anymore. I promise. Not if you really like him. I do. Make that plan my wedding. We'll keep things scheduled for now. I'll be good. I promise. And soon I'll find out if Luis has been. Look at this. You pull a file of financial records, matching the time frame of the purchases for the sex shop. Most of these finances are public record. I need time to dive in and see if there are any discrepancies. Looks like his lunch with Senator Brown paid off. He's got an email saying he has her endorsement. That fast? Must have been some meal, but that also means we should clear out. After I make a copy of those records. You leave Lucy's office the way you found it, and the rest of the building is just as deserted as when you arrived. Heaving a sigh of relief, you pull Mallory into a hug. Nice to be my partner in crime. Anytime. I just hope you find what you're looking for. Me too. Back at work, you head to your office, but as you pass one of the break rooms, you overhear two of your coworkers talking. I told you something about Nadine. Seemed off. They're talking about me? You slink closer, keeping out of sight as the conversation continues. Yeah, but Hernandez? He never sleep with an intern in an election year. He's as totally ruined as they come. You say that, but I've seen pictures that got Nadine fired. I bet she was into all that stuff as his, what do you call it, sub? It's happening again. Even after all my hard work, past revenge is catching up to me. I bet he used to spank her when she didn't turn her speeches on in time. It's not a twist. You're just about to dash for the safety of your office when another voice rings out over the others. What the hell's going on here? Dahlia, you're just blowing off some steam. Do you have any idea what kind of damage this gossip could do to that room's reputation? Get out of here. You're a dose, for crying out loud. Start acting like it. As your coworkers scatter, you approach Natalia. She looks startled to see you. Natalia, you're scary when you're angry. I had no idea you could be so ferocious. Has no one ever told you that you make a great dummy? No, and don't start spreading that around. I wouldn't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I know what it's like for those kinds of rumors to ruin life at work. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I hired you. It's been easier my responsibility. I have you back, Nadine. I hope you remember that. She turns on her heel and walks away before you can reply. Later that evening, you head home feeling upset and distracted by everything that happened at work. There's a knock at the door, and you open it to find Reagan waiting on the other side. Good evening, little lamb. All the emotions of the day come rushing to the surface, tears well in your eyes. Oh, Reagan, I've had such an awful day. Before you know what's happening, she pulls you into her arms in a crushing hug. Shh, Nadine, it's okay. Whatever it is, whatever you need, I'm here now. Her hands run a soothing pattern up and down your back. What was the pattern again? I haven't seen you this upset since she sent those pictures to Luis. It wasn't Pat exactly, but it was the pictures. Reagan, my new coworkers found out about them. They found out why I resigned from the campaign. I caught them gossiping about it. They have no right to talk about you like that. They don't know anything about it, or about you. She reaches up to brush your hair away from your face. Then she leads you over to the couch. It's not just that. My coworkers think Luis was my dom. Reagan tilts her chin up until you're looking her square in the eyes. She was ready to go to battle until the moment you gave her the word. Tell me who's behind this, and I'll see that they're taken care of immediately. There's no need. Natalia came leave it to my defense before I even realized what's happening. But if it's okay with you, I'd rather not talk about work anymore. You haven't mentioned why you're here yet. It's clear that Reagan isn't done talking about the rumors, but she puts them aside for now. I was planning to surprise you with another dummy lesson, but I can take a rain check if you're not for it. I need to take my power back. And I can't think of a better way to do that than to tie you up. And that's not the lesson you need right now. Reagan rises from the couch with you in her arms. She presses a soft kiss on the end of her nose. Let's do a lesson on taking care of yourself, which means our lesson will start with a long soak in a hot bathtub. The daughter sinking into the bathtub while Reagan watches sounds like the perfect way to wind down after a long day. Not to mention the daughter of Reagan taking extra attentive care of all my needs. I could use something a little wet and slippery. That's my girl. Your dame promises to take good care of you. We'll have a quiet night for just the two of us. Reagan takes you by the hand and draws you toward her. Her body fits perfectly against yours, your hips and chest brushing lightly together. To your surprise, she doesn't take advantage of your proximity to her hands over your body. Nice try, Nadine, but you won't move me that easily. Non-sexual touch is an important part of taking care of a sub. Even when she really wants her dame? Yes, as your dame, it's my job to set the pace of tonight's routine. Caring for a sub sometimes means saying no. Your whole body reacts to the authority in her voice. Some subs will come home after a day like yours and need the distraction of sex and pain to shake them out of it. She brushes her knuckles gently down your cheek, her fingers lingering along the sensitive side of your neck. Other subs need more personalized and attentive care. And you know what I need better than I do? Sometimes, yes. I think I demonstrate that on several occasions. For example, you might not want a spanking, but that doesn't mean you don't need one. As if to remind you, Reagan reaches down to caress the curve of your ass. You suck in a sharp breath. Oh. And other times, you might not think you're ready for a lesson I know you can handle. She circles her hands possessively around your wrist. Your body reacts by instant, pressing against hers. Being a good dame means adapting to the situation and to you. Reagan takes a half step back, and you feel the sudden space between you and the rush of cool air. You ache for it to feel it again. I think it's time we take this somewhere even more intimate. Reagan takes you gently by the hand and leads you toward the bathroom. She scatters candles around the room. The flickering lights and soft aromas start to soothe you almost immediately. Now you can start to really relax. Reagan curls her finger to back you forward. You step closer, feeling the weight of her gaze on every part of your body. Without taking her eyes off you, she turns on the tap of the tub. How hot should we go tonight? As hot as you can make it. Soon, enticing curls of steam rise up as she pours in a generous helping of bubble bath. Your hands tremble as you slide your clothes down your body and allow them to pool on the floor. No matter how many times I see your perfect body, I can hardly control myself. You never have to control yourself when you're with me. Being a dame is all about control. She helps you get into the bath. The temperature is perfect and she slides it up to your neck. Oh God, this feels amazing. You sink back and close your eyes, letting the soothing scent of lavender wash over you. Aren't you gonna get in with me? It feels so good in here. Reagan shakes her head and carefully pins back her hair instead. One strand escapes and slides down the nape of her neck. When you're dame, remember that BDSM isn't always about sex. In fact, for some people, orgasms are the least important part. Even the horniest person in the world can't think about sex all the time. Intimacy can come from a lot of different places. Intimacy? I thought you hated that word. Be careful. Just because we're having a low-key session doesn't mean I can't still punish you. Reagan, tell me more about intimacy. So, Dame, what can I do to build intimacy outside the bedroom? It depends on your relationship with your sub. A quiet dinner for two, a romantic carriage ride along the magnificent mile. Or this, never underestimate the power of caring conversation. You nod. You don't have to be touching me for me to feel your power. It's always there, like oxygen. Exactly. Now sit back and relax. For the next few minutes, all I want you to do is concentrate on how good it feels, so let me be in charge. Yes, please. Where do you want me to wash you? Where do you want me to wash first? Please wash my back. You slide forward in the tub till your back is exposed. Reagan lowers herself to the edge of the tub. She reaches for a loofah and some body wash. You wish my command. For now. You groan as she gently scrubs your back. Then she uses her hands to give you a firm massage along your shoulders and neck. As Regan's hands continue working your body, you give yourself completely over to her touch. It is the most relaxing bath I've ever had in my life. You reach out and run a finger on the curve of her breast. You feel her nipple harden beneath her shirt. I'm ready now, Regan. Regan splashes a playful spray of water at you. That's not for you to say. I set the pace, remember? You close your eyes and nod, only half paying attention to Regan's words. Her low, soothing voice is more than enough to keep you occupied. Lucky for you. I agree. Tell me what you want now, little lamb. I want to touch myself. And I want you to watch. And that's what you're gonna do. Show me how relaxed you are. You decide to tip your head back against the tub before sliding your hands down the smooth curves of your body. You have no idea how much Regan can see through the bubbles, but your chest adjusts and your knees slide open as you work your way between your thighs. And that's right. You know your body better than anyone. Trust in yourself and how good you can make yourself feel. Your fingers find the bright, hot center of your pleasure. You gasp at your own caress. Yes, so good. Tell me what you feel. Tell me how relaxed you are. Oh God, I'm so hot and wet. Regan, I can sink into my hands. I can sink into my hands for hours, touch myself, fingering deep. How are you doing so far? Ransom comes in and gasps as you crest a wave of delicious pressure. Pressure. Good. So good. It's not too much. Bite your lip and shake your head, refusing to let the overwhelming sensations take over. Between Regan's gentle concern and the pleasure mounting between your legs, you're unsure whether you want to scream or cry. It's okay to use a safe word in situations like this, Nadine. Pulling the emotional brakes is allowed just as much as pulling the physical ones. You whimper and nod as you sink deep into the tub. Your hips work up and down as the pressure inside you builds. I didn't know it would feel like this. Like what? You struggle to find the words to express how you feel right now. Good, but also raw, vulnerable. Try it. Orange. The moment you say a word leaves your lips, Regan rocks back on her heels, puts some space between you. A line of concern touches her forehead. I'm sorry I pushed you too hard. I know it's not easy to be this vulnerable after the kind of day you had. You lean back against the tub, breathing deeply as you try to regain your bearings. Regain your bearings. You didn't push, Regan. I feel a lot better now. But you love seeing the sweet concern in Regan's eyes. A session like this feels amazing, but also scares you. I just need a few minutes, that's all. Nikki would teach me about this. Regan gives you a moment to collect yourself. She offers you a fluffy white towel. She stands up and allows the water to sluice down around your body. She wraps the fabric around you like a hug. Perfect. As you head into your bedroom, you recall the lingerie you bought with Mallory earlier tonight. Today. I almost forgot. I bought a little something I think you like. Especially tonight. Something for me? It is for the both of us. You find a small bag tucked away in your closet and pull out the silky purple fabric. Reagan raises an eyebrow. You have my interest. Reagan, don't take your eyes off me. Giving out orders again, are we? Not for you. I have no intention of missing this show. You smirk as you spin on your heel to show Reagan the full curve of your ass, bending over to step into the panties. Usually, I only get this view when you're taking your clothes off. Don't look a good dame. You just have to adapt. Take your time sliding the frilly panties up over your thighs, peering over your shoulder to see that Reagan biting her lip. You realize her low groan as you snap the waistband in place across her hips. Her gaze is laser focused as you slowly draw the bra straps up your arms, then reach back to clasp the band, pushing your cleavage up. Well, what do you think? You force yourself not to fidget under the intensity of Reagan's appraisal. After a moment's consideration, she smiles. Sweet and innocent, just the way I like you. You still think I'm innocent and you still think I'm sweet and innocent after all this time? Show her how wrong she is. I know you like it right now, but appearances can be deceiving. You face Reagan with a wolfish grin and press your palm to her chest, pushing her back onto the bed. She humors you with a smile as you mount her. You straddle her hips and grind, enjoying the playful friction. Playing with expectations can be quite exciting in the bedroom. Her hands find your hips and press, dimpling yours again as he guides you in intoxicating circles. Looking one way, back in another. I know you like it. Oh, I do. I look forward to taking off of you very soon enough. She uses her firm grip on your hips to gingerly pull you off of her and onto the bed beside her. But not tonight. Then what's next? If any night calls for aftercare, it's this one. I thought aftercare was only for, the harsh stuff. With a shake of her head, Reagan kneels at your feet. She reaches for your foot and begins gently massaging the arch. Get your hands away from my feet. Tonight's aftercare has less to do with your physical state and more to do with your emotional one. And right now, for my emotional state of mind, I need you to not touch my feet and to never do that again. Let go. No one touches my feet. As much as you long to sink into the mattress and enjoy Reagan's touch, she's not often this open about her methods. How are you supposed to know what kind of aftercare is needed? There's no one-size-fits-all answer. It's different for every sub and for every session. But the worst thing you can do is let your partner fall into a sub job and leave them to navigate it alone. Reagan is silent for a moment, focusing on loosening a tight muscle in your calf. I had a bad experience with it once, back when I tried being a sub. That's why I'm so careful about my own subs now. I'm sorry you had a bad time. I don't blame her. She was as new to being a dame as I was to being a sub. I felt hard after a session. It took me weeks to get my head straight again. Oh, Reagan. Reagan gives up on massaging your feet and joins you to the bed. Thank you. Her weight causes the mattress to sink and envelop you both. It taught me how important it is to make sure everyone walks away from a session feeling better than what they went in. Sometimes it's a foot massage, other times it's a heart-to-heart conversation. Sometimes it's both. Reagan tilts her head to look at you, now a gleam in her eyes. You're just about to ask her about it when her phone buzzes in her pocket. It's a test from one of my clients. At this time of night? Reagan frowns as she scans the screen, then holds it up to show you. It is from her new client, Grant. SOS. I think it's all over. For good.